This is a game of X2 thermo with players who are really good at playing X2. Probably good at other things too in this game, but specifically here we have Slushin, Amalgam, Aeon, and UEF, the two most important factions for this type of game. Then you got Megatron on the other side, Boogie, Davitel, Vapno. You see all four factions. And we also have Fetson and Cobb Cobb. Expect some very slow action. So with X2 it basically becomes a game of experimentals and who can basically calculate the best build. So build capacity is going to be very important. There's going to be a lot of sharing of NGs. You really want the UEF kennels. So this player here, Bougie, needs to get T2 as soon as possible and give an NG to everybody so they can spam those kennels. This job is going to be from Amalgam. Amalgam is one of the best players at playing X2 Thermo. He will do that. Aeon really has all the best toys for doing things on these large maps that will definitely speed this up. You can see 2 minutes nobody's even thinking about going to the middle. Well, of course except Megatron, who is a very creative player. So now you see it's going to be a wall and an NG. Going to build mass extractors and hope that nobody goes up. So we should start. We already see some T2 mass extractors. This is not even minute 3. Really what's going to happen? A whole bunch of NGs, a whole bunch of power, and a whole bunch of teching. So it looks like T1 NGs are shared from Aeon. Sometimes it's good to go T3 with Aeon and share the T3 NG. Really at T2 you already see T1 NG shared from UEF as well. See a fight between T1 units, 3 kill striker. This is going to be the smallest cannon of the game. These tanks, screwed up. Don't want to get too low with the camera in this area. Looks like Mega just spammed a whole bunch of factories. He's going to get a lot of NGs. Perhaps he's thinking about getting a very quick chicken out. Get a chicken before 10 minutes. See a lot of T1 fighting here over these mass extractors. If you look at the bases, you see T2 power, a whole bunch of T2 mass extractors. We see 3 different factions already. It looks like Aeon is the one that's going to go T2, as well as the ACU. The ACU is actually already T2, perhaps going T3 already. And now we see actually interesting thing to note, never mind, this team is going T2 UEF. There's 2 UEFs on this team. The Cyber and Aeon UEF. There's no Cyber on this top team. There are not many very special units for Cyber for this type of game. I guess the perimeter vision is a very good one, where you can see half the map, but not much else. The hives can be completely replaced by the kennels right here. It's the most important unit for playing X2 games. You can see Mega coming up on minute 8. It's probably going T3. No reason for him to go T3. Maybe he's getting RAS. So he's got a T3 NG. He can get a chicken and try to get the other team with an experimental before they get an experimental up. However, it looks like Slushin's already getting experimental. One good thing we see here, you want to basically get rid of units that don't do anything for you, like old power, as well as some of the old factories. It's kind of redundant to have the same team build the exact same T2 factory and T3 factory. See a fat boy being started. That's why sometimes it's and another chicken. That's why it's good to share T3 units. unless it's necessary, like for EEF you can share the T2. And here you can see the chicken being built very quickly by Vapno, and some assistance from Boogie. Mega looks like he's maybe getting the gun or the nano regeneration. He's got some strange plans. Got a fat boy going in. It's going to be rolling through and killing all these shields. So this ACU from Mega really has to be careful. And this GC is walking. This is really a classic thing you'll see on thermo. GC leaning with a fat boy behind. Only a spider, well actually also a GC. Whole bunch of shields to protect. Never want to turn your back on an experimental. A chicken and a fatty, and the fatty's going to run away. You can see we're at minute 13. We already have multiple experimentals. See a big A on T2 shield spam. Be nice to see a Sarah spam instead. And now we see the chicken moving in. It's most likely going to die. It's very important to kill it before it gets too close, and this is a mistake from Vapno. He just walked over a dead chicken, which is going to kill him. And now we see drones very quickly from Slushin getting all this mass, as well as from Amalgam. So these two players are getting right on top of things. Looks like David Tell is got the highest score. He's just finishing his experimental. For the most part has been ecoing. He's got looks like he's going to go hives instead of kennels. We already see an Arty being built at minute 15 by Mega. It's the Seraphim Arty. It would be nice to build the A on Arty instead, but if you're going for a very fast one, might as well. Now it looks like shields are already being built. You can see Slushin is building a T3 Aeon. This is really what you want to build. See Seraphim shields, a whole bunch of Aeon eyes. Should actually look at see what it looks like. You can see every single player is being looked at by Feds in here. This is really what the type of intel you want to have when you're playing thermo, so there are no surprises. And it looks like in the middle there might be some trouble with chickens and GCs moving through. They're going to be met by some Ravagers, and GC pretty much wasted spider bots there. 2 GCs. This is basically just a gift of mass dance that they just done. Not the best micro. They probably want to go after this ACU if they can focus on him. Well, they were not on the same page. They should have been shooting for the ACU. This ACU gets through, and what is he doing? It was an opportunity that was missed. Amalgam walked away, but now he's got a whole bunch of mass sitting to be reclaimed. We see Arty. It looks like it's a back and forth between 3 kills for Mega here. 1 kill for Slushin, shooting back and forth. A whole bunch of sniper bots from Megatron. These are not going to do much. Perhaps he's looking for that ACU. Actually, these could be pretty effective sniping at these. Now, this is pretty awesome. We actually saw these GCs get through and take out the Arty. And Amalgam's ACU actually goes down in health a little. Now he's going to run away. Should have chased down that ACU. It's getting pretty intense with the fatties. Taking out the rest of the experimentals, and Mega is going to come in. Whole bunch of mass here. And now it looks like we have another Arty. We got the Arty, second best after Aeon. We have two Artys from Mega. We're at minute 20 now. You can see how positioned their build capacity around the edge of the map so it doesn't take up space. You want to save as much space as you can for shields as well as power, and they are Arty. See multiple Arty here. You see mostly Aeon Seraphim shields. Eventually this will all be Seraphim shields. Looks like Mega is focusing on this area here, but a lot of you have shields to break through. He's trying to take out this Arty. Really only a single, two Artys shooting, two EF Artys shooting for the top team here. Doesn't look like either Arty is very successful at this point. See Aeon shields, this is a weakness, and you see an Aeon Arty being built by Boogie here. And the drone's getting all this mass. This will be a very nice force here. 5 megas. They should be moving in soon. It's actually interesting to use all these snipers. If the shields go down, they can try to snipe off some of these ACUs. Chickens are going to be very good defensively. They die right in front of these megas. A couple of mass extractors getting taken out by Arty. It appears that Mega has given up on taking out this Arty with too much shields and is shooting at Slushin now. Actually, big problems for Boogie in the middle here. Lost a lot of power. Problems for Mega as well. Just lost a the T3 Arty. Needs to get a lot more shields. And now we see the Megas coming in. 5 of them still alive. This is really terrible to have your chickens die in your base. They should have moved out. These chickens did a lot of pain against these shields as well as these GCs. And now they're gonna move in. Amalgam, very brave, standing in front of 5 megas, and they're just standing there. They should be moving in. This could be an opportunity missed. Amalgam's running away. You can see fatties raining down shells on these megas, and Amalgam's running. No reason to stop. Should be moving in. See a nice row of Ravagers. Because if you stop, you're just going to get killed. Interesting to see these snipers just standing there. Just saw some big shells right in the camera. Looks like Mega lost all of his 3 Arty. Not even more Arty being lost this time by David Tell. Needs to spam a lot more Seraphim shields, and that's exactly what Boogie is doing here. You see that Vapna has a nice shielded base, but he's making their own type of Arty. The Cybern Arty. This area has so much mass. And this is a really smart thing that this team has done, given all the T3 Arty to a single player, so he can focus. You can see white here and white here, and some chickens moving forward, and a whole bunch of mass. The bottom team here could be in a little bit of trouble. You can see the shell. You can see the mobile shields. Bit of desperation. It'd be nice to see the mobile shields here from Mega actually protecting this base. This is a really nice 3 artilleries in a row with a whole bunch of shields around. This is kind of what your base should look like. Of course, if these were Aeon, it would be much better. But not too much damage against this top team. up on minute 30. Still no signs of Paragons or T4 Arty, still only T3. This team is really into making these ivory ants. You can see what they're seeing. You know exactly what's happening. Let's compare this to the bottom team. You also have one working. Looks like they're spotting to kill this Arty here. They're looking around. Looks like they want to target this Arty. This is not such a good target. A lot of Seraphim shields, but a lot of Arty in this area. Might actually start breaking through. On the other side we see Mega has given his base and is waiting to be killed. And it looks like we got some helps with drones to help Fetson with this problem. And they stop. Doesn't look like they're gonna go all the way. See the plan for more shields in this area. You see how quickly you can build them with a lot of drones. You can see the main target for the team are these Arty, having a little bit of success breaking through a whole bunch of shields. This could be bad. This is pretty bad. And on the other side, the Seraphim shields doing their job. So you can see X2 thermo. This is basically Arty. They tried experimentals but didn't move in when they should have. Looks like David Tell has moved into this area. Is going to build some Aeon shields. May not be the best choice. So if there is a power surge, it's probably the only way that the bottom team here can cause any kind of damage. Looks like Mega is going in the face of a couple chickens. This could be still some shields on. And more 2-3 Arty is lost. Looks like the bottom team here is going to switch to just spamming Megas. Try to break through with experimentals because they're losing the Arty fight. You can see eventually space becomes an issue. So you really want to think about how you plan your base. You see a lot of these units that you can stick on the side. Your build capacities just stick on the. Nice use of Fat Boys because they have their own shield. Has a pretty good health. Stick them around your shields. It's a nice mobile shield. You can see some dead chickens here. Looks like Mega was able to take him out with snipers and shields. That is very impressive. Wish I would have not missed that. 6 Megas could do damage. Now Meg is moving in. Brave ACU. This is not going to be good. So he tried. Now these megas are just sort of taking up space. You can see Boogie's base is taking a lot of damage. This is really a overkill in terms of security. A whole bunch of T2 shields on top of T3 Seraphim shields all around your Arty. This is a situation you want to have. And now it looks like Boogie has teleported. This is breaking rules. In these games you're not allowed to teleport. Well, funny thing is, this teleport didn't actually cause any damage because of all the shields. Absolutely zero damage, except to the teleporting ACU. See the megas moving in. Should not stop, just keep on rolling through. You see the Ravagers are going to cause a lot of damage per second here. Now David Tell has left the game. Vapno is the only player, and his megas are standing once again. Not clear why they're standing. Excellent anti-experimental battery here. I actually see some Arty here as well. It's a bad place to be for an enemy. And Vapno calls it good game. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's kind of crazy.